He's direct, and I needed that. I was talking the talk, but I wasn't walking the walk.
He definitely tells it to you straight.
He's a dynamic, positive force.
I would say Frank is like a big brother or a football coach.
One of your biggest allies.
He got it. He got me. He saw through all the bullshit and saw who I was. And that is a brother.
Frank, first of all, is an incredible human being. His heart and his soul is 100% aligned with the work. It's contagious and it's exciting.
I'm realizing that I have the power to change my life, but he's made me realize that. I feel empowered. I feel strong. I feel positive, and he's helped me get there. Pretty much life happened to me. I was a passenger in my life, and now I'm the driver.
Frank helped me find myself again, kind of rewiring my brain as to how I approach myself, respect for myself, knowing what I want out of life, knowing who I am. My relationships now are the best they've ever been. My work is shot through the roof professionally.
We really have rewired the way that I'm thinking on a daily basis. That has trickled down to all aspects of my life. I've become a better leader overall, improved my work output and my quality of work. My nutrition's gotten better. I've dropped from 17% body fat to 10% body fat. And overall, my health is better than it's ever been.
What I love most about working with Frank is the practicality of it all. I've been through the Booksmart cognitive behavioral approach. I want results. I want to be able to go leave the house and just do things that are practical. So I wanted the street smarts of the psychology world, of life, of living. And that's exactly what he gave me.
I have lost a significant amount of weight since I started working with Frank. That was one of my goals. And I know that I never would have been able to achieve that without Frank's guidance. Previously, I've never been able to make a new diet or routine stick for more than a few weeks.
I've been working on my dissertation since 2018. This last year, I've completed about 75% of it. I will soon have the title of doctor thanks to Frank's help.
There's a variety of influences that we can be subjected to, if it's social media or if it's friends and family who mean well, or it could even be an internalized sense of what I should want out of life or what I should be. And I think one of the really great things about working with Frank is he's helped me cut through a lot of that noise to really focus on what are my values, what are my goals.
My ability to be able to speak up with people, be more assertive, not be this person that just says yes to everything, not be this person that just gives in to people, and really focus on my own life.
I feel more secure in who I am. I feel like more of a man. I have better relationships with people in my life. I have more people in my life. I have more money. Throughout my life, I have seen therapists, joined self-help groups, I've read self-help books. They've all helped, but working with Frank has been like 5 years of progress in one.
His approach is unlike anyone else's that I've seen before. I make decisions about things based on discussions I've had with Frank, values that we've defined, strengths that we've defined in myself.
The strength assessments were a key part of my coaching experience. It forced me to look at every aspect of my life and not just the areas where I thought I needed help. It gave direction to the sessions and ultimately built out the list of weekly action steps.
Absolutely, Frank's values assessment has benefited me. That is, in my opinion, the centerpiece of everything. It has aligned me, given me clarity day to day.
We did some exercises to find my authentic self, my strengths, and my values, and that was a really powerful, huge part of my self-confidence.
My clarity on life without his help would probably not be as precise as it is now.
When you are able to see and identify what is your purpose in life, your mental health improves, your relationship improves, your physical health, your longevity improves.
Frank really does approach coaching in a way that's super personalized. He's gonna listen to what are your goals, what are your values, and help you turn those into, really kind of chart your path forward. It really is sort of like spending time with a big brother who's helping you problem solve.
Frank definitely nurtures brotherhood, camaraderie.
When you're working with Frank, he is going to challenge you to really open up and look inside these negative thoughts and these patterns that you run into. And the mindset has really been that I can figure it out. No matter what happens, where I'm at, what goal I'm trying to reach, and the obstacles that may come up, I can tackle that.
He's helped me realize that just comforting ourselves all the time doesn't help us. You have to work hard. I do tough stuff in the morning to sort of start my day, and it makes me feel better. It makes me feel like I've accomplished something.
He's helped transform my social well-being tremendously, and that was one of the biggest things that I've always wanted to conquer. That same exact night, I went out to the bar after we met, and I did everything he told me to do, and it was amazing because it worked, and it was like just so cool. I can now work through problems on my own where in the past I felt debilitated by them.
And he absolutely helped push me out of my comfort zone. I did not want to do some of the things that he asked me to do. I did not want to talk about some of the things he wanted to talk about. He definitely held me accountable, and he was brutally honest sometimes, to the point of where we didn't always, sometimes we butt heads a little bit, but that's what I needed, was someone who was going to challenge me and be honest with me about what was going on in my life, whether I wanted to see the facts or not. I woke up.
I was saying, this is what I want to be. This is the person I want to be. This is the friend I want to be. This is the son I want to be. This is the brother I want to be. This is the lover I want to be. He kind of called me out in a good way, in a positive way, in a caring way. But it was a little tough. But that's what I needed. And he knew I could handle it. And I've grown because of that.
He's always there for you. He never shuts the door on you. He was easy to bounce off ideas, but also on the other hand, he's not afraid of telling you what he thinks.
Frank is so genuine and so committed to what he does. It's so easy to build a deep level of trust with him in a way that I rarely experience with people. It feels like Frank is on a journey to create an extraordinary life for himself, and he wants to take as many people along for the ride as possible.
Frank has had a life, he's had a tough life, and he rose above the surface. He's an inspiration for me, because if he can do it from where he came from, then anything's possible.
I can confidently say that I never would have made the progress that I've made in the last year if it wasn't for Frank. He has quite literally changed my life, and I don't even feel like the same person, even outside of the obvious changes like weight loss. He's influenced and changed the way that I approach my entire life.
Frank helped me find my humanity again. Frank did that. Hands down, he did that. In some ways, I owe him my life. He helped me get it back.
Those simple tools that were given to me, wow. I cannot believe that was me then and this is me now.
If you need somebody in your life that has this positive male energy, then hire Frank, because you won't regret it.
It was a significant investment, and something that I wish I had done 10 years ago. I am a self-development book junkie. I've read all of them, and nothing has been more impactful or actually brought change than working with Frank within 3 months. It's definitely been the best investment that I've ever made in my life.
This is an incredible and worthwhile investment, especially for those who are looking to step into intentionality.
Just because you're an older guy doesn't mean you can't be taught new tricks, and I'm the living proof of that. Frank really changed my life for the better, and I would recommend Frank to anyone who is willing to give it a shot. Mano a mano, you'll get a lot out of it.
And I can say that this has completely transformed my life. I couldn't recommend Frank enough to another person that is looking to transform their life.
He has benefited me tremendously. There's no other person out there that I believe it does it as well as he does. You will see that there is purpose and meaningfulness in almost every single word he says to you.
Make no mistake about it, this is an investment that you're making. It's an investment of time, an investment of energy, an investment of money, and it's really important that that's a wise investment. And I can honestly say that working with Frank is one of the best investments that I've ever made.
I've needed to put in 100% to get out of it what I wanted to get out of it, but it was 100% worth the investment. I feel it's worth it every time I look in the mirror in the morning, or if I'm faced with a difficult situation or something unexpected happens. I feel a lot better prepared to handle and overcome those situations. I would wholeheartedly recommend Frank for anyone who wants to work and improve on themselves.
There's one more thing I'd like to add because I think it's important. If you're going to work with Frank, be prepared to challenge yourself and check any excuses you have that are getting in your way of having the life you want at the door, because Frank won't let you get away with those things. But, and this is super important, it will be done in the most caring, respectful, and loving way possible.